Hi everybody, welcome back. This is the last of 3 video lectures to demonstrate how to use the present value tables and calculate the bond issue price. In this video, we'll work through example number 2 together, and then I'll turn you loose and you'll calculate example number 3 on your own. Before we get to the 4 steps necessary to calculate the bond issue price, let's examine what we've got in the way of a bond. We have a 3-year bond. Well, the first thing you have to do is say how many semi-annual interest payments is that? Well, 3 years and 2 times a year makes 6 semi-annual interest periods. It's a $250,000 par value bond. The semi-annual interest payments, 8% annual contract rate of interest. How much is that for each semi-annual interest payment? It's 4%. If 8% is an annual contract rate, then if it's paid twice a year, it's 4% each time during the year. It's a 10% annual market rate. How much is that for each semi-annual period? 5%, half the market rate. So I would write down N equals 6 and I, when we're looking at those present value tables, always use the market rate of interest. So I equals 5. Now let's review the 4 steps necessary to calculate our bond issue price. Step 1. Calculate the semi-annual interest payments by multiplying the par value times 1/2 of the contract interest rate. The par value is $250,000. Times 1/2 of the contract interest rate, 4%, equals, so each semi-annual interest payment will be $10,000. Step 2. Calculate the present value of the bond's par value by multiplying the par value of the bond times the present value table from present value factor from table B1. So par value of $250,000 times we're going to need the factor from table B1, where N equals 6 and I equals 5. Table B1, present value of 1 lump sum, where N equals 6 and I equals 5%. And we have a factor of 0.7462. And that equals $186,550. Step 3. Calculate the present value of the stream of interest payments by multiplying 1 semi-annual interest payment times the present value of an annuity factor found on table B3, where N equals 6 and I equals 5%. Table B3, present value of an annuity table, where N equals 6 and I equals 5%, we get a factor of 5.0757. Let's carry that to our worksheet. The $10,000 payment amount times the factor of 5.0757 equals $50,757. Step 4. Add the two present value factors together. And we have a bond issue price of $237,307. Okay, I want you to pause your video and calculate the bond issue price for example number 3. You will need to use your copies of the present value tables located at the back of your textbook in Appendix B. When you've finished your calculation, come back and check your work. Did you get $277,090 as a bond issue price? I hope so, but let's go over it anyway. 3-year bond means there are 6 semi-annual periods, so N equals 6. 10% annual contract rate is 5% for each period. 6% market rate, annual market rate, means 3% for each semi-annual period. So when we are looking at the present value tables, N equals 6 and I equals 3%. Always use the market rate when you look at those tables. Step 1, calculate the semi-annual bond interest payment by taking the par value times 1/2 of the contract rate of interest equals $12,500. Step 2, calculate the present value of the bond's par value. Par value of the bond is $250,000 times a factor on table B1, present value of 1, where N equals 6 and I equals 3. Table B1, present value of 1, N equals 6, I equals 3. You have a factor of 0.8375. $250,000 times 0.8375 equals $209,375. Step 3, multiply 1 bond interest payment times a factor from table B3, where N equals 6 and I equals 3%. Table B3, present value of an annuity of 1, where N equals 6 and I equals 3%. The factor is 5.4172. $12,500 times 5.4172 equals $67,715. Step 4, add the two present value factors together, or present values together, and it equals a bond issue price of $277,090. Well, that's it for calculating the bond issue price using present value tables. When we come back, we will discuss retirement of bonds. See you next time.